It was late on a Thursday night. That strange, heavy kind of quiet that blankets the house when the world outside seems half asleep. Emma said it again without even looking up. "I'm exhausted," she murmured, her eyes glued to the soft glow of her phone. The familiar sting hit me, but I swallowed it down. I nodded, forced a smile that didn't reach my eyes, and turned off the television. Another evening added to the ever-growing list of not tonight, maybe tomorrow. Except tomorrow had become a promise that never arrived. 5 years into our marriage, I had learned the rhythm. We went to bed at the same time, but we existed on opposite sides of it. She scrolled endlessly or flipped through pages while I stared at the ceiling, pretending not to notice the space between us. At first, I told myself it was stress, work, responsibilities, life piling up. That's what adulthood looked like, right? But after months of hearing the same excuses, doubt began creeping in quietly, imperceptibly. I started asking questions I wasn't ready to hear answers to. Where had our closeness gone? When did the warmth disappear? When did I stop feeling wanted? I knew Emma cared for me, but not in the way she once had. Somewhere along the way, she had retreated, brick by brick, until I was left on the outside of the wall she'd built around herself. And the more distant she became, the harder I tried to reach her. Flowers appeared for no reason. I organized dinners, movie nights, little surprises. I left notes, bought gifts, whispered I love you whenever I could. Nothing changed. Every attempt felt like knocking on a door no one planned to open. That night, after she muttered she was too tired yet again, I decided not to push. I went to bed early and turned my back toward her side of the mattress. I told myself I'd give her space. I closed my eyes, hoping sleep would come. It didn't. The quiet pressed down until the doorbell rang. Too late for visitors. Before I could move, I heard Emma's voice downstairs, followed by another familiar one. Jenna, her best friend since high school. They'd been inseparable, connected in a way that sometimes felt deeper than friendship. Every visit reminded me of that bond, one I couldn't touch. I tried to ignore it, I really did, but curiosity got the better of me. When I reached the living room, Jenna was already seated on the couch, laughing as Emma spoke. The sound cut through me sharper than I expected, making me feel like a stranger in my own home. "Hey," I said, stepping into the room with an awkward, forced smile. "Didn't expect company this late." Emma glanced up, nodding casually, but Jenna's gaze lingered longer than normal. There was something in the way she looked at me that made my chest tighten. It had been a long time since anyone truly noticed me. "What's going on?" I asked, trying to keep my tone light. "Just catching up," Emma replied, as if that explained everything. But it didn't. Beneath the surface, something was simmering. Something I couldn't quite name, but I could feel it. Jenna leaned forward, a playful smile on her lips, her voice softer now. "You should sit with us. You seem distant lately. Maybe you could use a little fun." I laughed, brushing it off, but my pulse betrayed me. Whether it was her words or the way she said them, something inside me shifted. As the night went on, I tried to blend into their conversation, but Jenna's glances kept finding me. They weren't obvious, just frequent enough to matter. Each one felt intentional. Eventually, Emma excused herself to get ready for bed, leaving just Jenna and me. "Are you okay?" she asked gently. I hesitated, unwilling to admit how empty I felt, how disconnected my life had become. But she studied me like she already knew. "You look worn down," she said softly. "Like you've been carrying too much on your own." Something inside me cracked. "I feel invisible," I admitted, barely above a whisper. "I don't know when it started, but it feels like I don't exist to her anymore. She's always tired, always somewhere else." Jenna didn't interrupt. She just listened. Then she reached across the space between us and placed her hand over mine. "You deserve to be seen," she said quietly. "You deserve to feel wanted." Her words settled deep in my chest, easing a weight I hadn't realized I was still holding. I knew it was wrong to feel comforted by her touch, yet in that moment it felt real. "Thank you," I whispered, unsure what I was even thanking her for. She leaned closer. "You deserve more than what you're getting." My heart raced. I should have pulled away. I should have stopped it there. But loneliness has a way of making you reckless. Then the stairs creaked. Emma appeared, stopping short as her eyes flicked from Jenna to me, confusion crossing her face. Jenna pulled back immediately, standing up. "I should go," she said quickly, forcing a smile. I'll see you both later. Emma said nothing as Jenna left, but the tension lingered, thick and unresolved. That night we lay in bed, our backs turned to each other. Sleep never came. All I could hear was Jenna's voice echoing in my mind. You deserve to be seen. And that's when it hit me. I wasn't just craving attention anymore. I was starving for something real, something I hadn't felt in years. I wasn't tired of the silence, I was tired of waiting for it to change.